Question number 1. Identify which hazardous industry is given 1. It is growing rapidly in South Asia too. It plays hosts for industries producing pesticides, asbestos, and Zinc-3. Advanced countries use this as an advantage in developing countries. Smart pick. Ship-breaking industries is the correct choice. Question number 2. As part of their effort to implement the Constitution, governments create specific schemes for implementation in tribal areas or in areas that have a high Dalit population.
Well reasoned. Central and state is the correct choice.
Question number 3. No child below the age of 14 years shall be employed to work in any factory or mines or engaged in any other hazardous employment. Which fundamental right does it apply to?
Excellent choice. Right against exploitation is the right answer.
Question number 4. The term used for event in which large number of losses occur to life and property. The word used for phenomenon in which life and property are damaged in large numbers.
Good job. Your answer? Disaster works well here.
Question number 5. In which year Parliament amended the Child Labour Act, 1986, banning the employment of children below the age of 14 years in all occupations?
Nicely done. 2016 is a solid answer.
Question number 6. The Constitution lays down no child below the age of years shall be employed to work in any factory or mines or engaged in any other hazardous employment.
Valid point. 14 is true.
Question number 7. Workers in a textile mill in Ahmedabad. Faced with greater competition from power looms, a majority of the textile mills closed down during the Excellent. 1980s to 1990s is a brilliant choice. Question number 8. Which article states, no child under the age of 14 shall be employed to work in any factories or mines or engage in any other hazardous occupations? Eats. Right choice. Article 21 is the best answer.
Question number 9. According to the 2011 census, over a million children in India aged between 5 and 14 work in various occupations, including hazardous ones.
You got it. Your choice 4 is right.
Question number 10. South Asian countries, particularly play hosts for industries producing pesticides, asbestos, or processing zinc and lead.
Nice selection. India, Bangladesh, and Pakistan is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 11. What does this picture reminds?
Correct response. Bhopal gas tragedy is the most accurate answer.
Question number 12. Foreign companies start operation in India. Apart from giving low salary, they make the labor force work for longer hours.
Good thinking. True is the right answer.
Question number 13. South Asian countries, particularly Asia, and play hosts for producing pesticides, asbestos, and ship breaking.
Exactly. India, Bangladesh, and Pakistan makes sense, and it is right choice.
Question number 14. Minimum Wages Act specifies that wages should not be below a specified minimum. Whose interest is protected by this law?
Well done. Workers is the right choice.
Question number 15. The Constitution lays down that no child between the age of years shall be employed to work in any factory or mine.
Well picked. 1418 is the correct answer.
Question number 16. The customer cannot approach the court if the commodity purchased fails to meet the expected quality standards. Nice work. You chose false, and it is correct.
Question number 17. What is the standard supply of water per person in an urban area in India?
Right again. 135 litres is a valid answer.
Question number 18. The power or right to speak, act, think, or do whatever you want without being controlled, limited, or coercion.
Sharp thinking. Freedom is the right choice.
Question number 19. Which of these survivors of the Bhopal gas tragedy woke up at 12:30 am to the sound of her baby coughing?
Solid response. Aziza Sultan is a valid choice.
Question number 20. It is not mandatory for every commodity sold to bear the weight, date of manufacture, and date of expiry.
Great thinking. False is the right choice.
Question number 21. Bhopal gas tragedy 1984 brought the issue of the need to protect the environment to the forefront.
On track. True is the correct answer. Question number 22. Recently, a large travel agency was asked to pay lack as compensation to a group of tourists.
Bravo. 8 is the answer.
Question number 23. According to the 2011 census, there are child workers employed in various hazardous sectors.
You chose 4 million, and it is correct.
Question number 24. Who is supposed to ensure that the safety laws are implemented and followed by the factories?
You're right. Government is the correct answer. Question number 25. The right against says that no one can be forced to work for low wages or under bondage.
Strong choice. Exploitation is the right answer.
Question number 26. The money spent to purchase new machine or building for gaining profits in future is called. Great job. Investment is the accurate answer. Question number 27. On 2nd December, methyl isocyanate leaked from the plant and covered the entire city. Smart move. True is an accurate answer.
Question number 28. In which year the Parliament amended the Child Labour Act 1986?
Clear logic. Your choice 2016 is sound and 100% true. Question number 29. A set of rules given by the government or society in order to maintain peace and security. Correct. Laws is the right answer. Question number 30. The monthly minimum wages have been fixed for every state, which are updated now and then. Perfect. True is the correct choice. Question number 31. No child below the age of years shall be employed to work in any factory or mines.
Clear logic. Your choice 14 is sound and 100% true. Question number 32. The law against child labor was implemented against child labor.
Great job. 2006 is the accurate answer. Question number 33. The people who were treated as untouchables by Indian society now call themselves. Correct response. Scheduled castes is the most accurate answer. Question number 34. What is the minimum age for employment in factories according to the Constitution? Solid response. 14 years is a valid choice. Question number 35. The period of safety training for workers was brought down from 6 months to Correct. 15 days is the right answer. Question number 36.
What color were the wells painted to indicate they were poisoned in bottle? Good job. Your answer red works well here.
Question number 37. True or false? There are laws to protect interest of consumers and producers.
Excellent choice. True is the right answer. Question number 38. What is the range of jail term in case of violation of the child labor ban? Smart pick. Months to years is the correct choice. Question number 39. To which place are old ships that are no longer in use sent for scrapping? Sharp thinking. All of these is the right choice. Question number 40. Shipbreaking is another hazardous industry that is growing rapidly where? You're right. South Asia is the correct answer. Question number 41. What is a minimum labor for a construction worker in your state? Smart move. Above 150 rupees daily is an accurate answer. Question number 42. What was the name of the company from where the gas had leak in bottle? Nice selection. Union Carbide is the correct and valid answer.
Question number 43. What is the full form of NCOP? Strong choice. National Child Labor Project is the right answer.
Question number 44. The disaster at Union Carbide was the result of following safety norms.
Right again. False is a valid answer. Question number 45. Right to a healthy environment is intrinsic to the fundamental right of.
Great thinking. Right to life is the right choice. Question number 46. The victims wanted a compensation of $dash for the Bhopal gas tragedy. Perfect. 3 billion is the correct choice. Question number 47. What is the minimum age for employment according to child labor laws? You got it. Your choice, 14 years, is right. Question number 48. Making law is not enough. Government has to ensure that these laws are. Excellent. Both N is a brilliant choice. Question number 49. Safety devices in the Union Carbide plant were functioning properly. On track. False is the correct answer. Question number 50. What is the term used for a 10-year-old child working in a factory? Nicely done. Child labor is a solid answer. Question number 51. Right to life is guaranteed under which article of the Constitution? Exactly. 21 makes sense and it is right choice. Question number 52. Which institution in India ensures that laws are properly followed? Nice work. You chose judiciary and it is correct. Question number 53. Which gas leaked from the pesticides factory of the Union Carbide?
Well done. Methyl isocyanate is the right choice.
Question number 54. True or false? Union Carbide, an American company, produced soaps.
Good thinking. False is the right answer. Question number 55. In the eyes of the law, is it legal to deny workers their wages?
Bravo. No is the answer. Question number 56. Which of these social groups is not part if the marginalized? Valid point. Traders is true. Question number 57. Which type of pollution was caused by the Bhopal gas tragedy? You chose both. And it is correct. Question number 58. True or false? Workers' union is an association of workers.
Well reasoned. True is the correct choice.
Question number 59. Which of these places is known for ship-breaking industry?
Right choice. Alang is the best answer. Question number 60. It isn't illegal or wrong to deny workers of their wages.
Well picked. False is the correct answer.
Question number 61. Name of the deadly gas that caused the tragedy in Bhopal.
Correct response. Methyl isocyanate is the most accurate answer.
Question number 62. When was the Child Labor Act amended by the government?
Good job. Your answer 2016 works well here. Question number 63. The dash has to ensure that these laws are implemented. Bravo. Government is the answer. Question number 64. The minimum wages aren't revised upwards every few years. You chose false, and it is correct.
Question number 65. Dash of the Constitution guarantees the right to life.
Nicely done. Article 21 is a solid answer. Question number 66. Which type of pollution is created by vehicles' smoke? Perfect. Air pollution is the correct choice.
Question number 67. What did the Union Carbide's Bhopal plant produce?
Valid point. Pesticides is true. Question number 68. Children below dash years should not be employed.
Solid response. 14 is a valid choice.
Question number 69. In which year midday meal program were started?
Right again. 2004 is a valid answer.
Question number 70. Power looms are small units with how many looms? You're right. 4/6 is the correct answer. Question number 71. The pumps around the U factory are painted dash. Right choice. Red is the best answer. Question number 72. Which of the following are hazardous industries? Exactly. All of these make sense, and it is right choice. Question number 73. What can weak and poorly enforced laws lead to? Well reasoned. Serious harm to society is the correct choice. Question number 74. The law against child labor was implemented in. Strong choice. 2006 is the right answer. Question number 75. Which gas was leaked in the Bhopal gas tragedy? Smart pick. Methyl isocyanate is the correct choice.
Question number 76. How do the private companies earn more profit?
Clear logic. Your choice giving low wages is sound and 100% true.
Question number 77. New law on environment was introduced due to.
Excellent. Bhopal gas tragedy is a brilliant choice.
Question number 78. Who owns the Union Carbide plant at present?
Great job. Dow Chemical is the accurate answer. Question number 79. Pumps at contaminated wells are painted dash. On track. Red is the correct answer.
Question number 80. Using laws to fairly judge and punish crimes.
Excellent choice. Justice is the right answer.
Question number 81. Power looms are small looms with dash looms.
Nice selection. 4/6 is the correct and valid answer. Question number 82. The law has banned the use of dash latrines. Nice work. You chose dry and it is correct.
Question number 83. Which company took over the factory of Ux?
Good thinking. Dow Chemical is the right answer.
Question number 84. To show strong disagreement with something. Great thinking. Protest is the right choice. Question number 85. Who ensures that the laws are implemented? You got it. Your choice, the government, is right.
Question number 86. Fundamental rights are guaranteed by dash.
Correct. Constitution is the right answer.
Question number 87. The right against exploitation prohibits.
Sharp thinking. All of the above is the right choice.
Question number 88. In which year was pencil implemented?
Well picked. 2017 is the correct answer.
Question number 89. When did the Bhopal gas tragedy occur?
Smart move. 2nd December 1984 is an accurate answer.
Question number 90. Market has basically dash parties.
Well done. 3 is the right choice.
Question number 91. Where was the second plant of Ux?
Correct response. West Virginia is the most accurate answer.
Question number 92. Right to life come under article.
Strong choice. 21 is the right answer.
Question number 93. Who is the use chairman?
Well done. Anderson is the right choice.
Question number 94. Union Carbide manufactured.
Excellent. Methyl isocyanate is a brilliant choice.
Question number 95. Act of breaking law means.
Good job. Your answer, breaking of fundamental rights, works well here.
Question number 96. Union Carbide was an.
Great thinking. American company is the right choice.
Question number 97. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format.
Good thinking. Contact Naran Changder on Facebook is the right answer.